Lynx, the stealthy ghost of the forest. Deep within the forests of North America and across the icy tundra of Europe and Asia lives a wild cat that rarely shows its face. The lynx, elusive and mysterious, has captured the fascination of wildlife biologists, hunters, hikers, and storytellers for centuries. With its tufted ears, snowshoe-like paws, and penetrating eyes, the lynx isn't just a creature of the wild, it's a symbol of survival, stealth, and silence in some of the world's harshest environments. When most people hear the word lynx, they think of a wild cat, but it's more than just that. The Canada lynx, the Eurasian lynx, the Iberian lynx, and the bobcat are the 4 species that make up this genus of wild cats. These animals all have characteristics in common, but they are also uniquely suited to the environments in which they live. The lynx isn't just one of nature's well-designed predators, it's also a master of adaptation. Let's begin with the Canada lynx, arguably the most iconic species for Americans and Canadians alike. This feline roams the dense boreal forests of Canada and Alaska, occasionally crossing into the northern United States, particularly into states like Montana, Minnesota, Maine, and Colorado. Covered in thick, silver-gray fur, the Canada lynx is built to endure freezing temperatures. Its feet are so large and heavily furred that they act like snowshoes, helping it move effortlessly across deep snow. But even with all its adaptations, the Canada lynx wouldn't survive without one essential prey, the snowshoe hare. This lynx-hare relationship is legendary among ecologists. The population of Canada lynx directly rises and falls in response to the population of snowshoe hares. When hares are abundant, lynxes reproduce more often, and their kittens survive in higher numbers. When hares crash, lynx populations drop drastically. It's a delicate balance, and it's been studied in detail for decades. The lynx doesn't stalk or chase its prey in long pursuits. It, on the other hand, waits quietly, concealed by brush or snow-covered terrain. When the moment is right, it pounces. Its long legs and incredible agility give it the edge during the ambush. Snowshoe hares aren't easy targets, they're fast and alert, but the lynx is a patient predator. It's said that a lynx can sit in one place for hours, barely blinking, waiting for a hare to make a mistake. Moving across the Atlantic, the Eurasian lynx tells a different story. This is the largest of the 4 lynx species, reaching up to 70 pounds and standing nearly 2 feet at the shoulder. Unlike its North American cousin, the Eurasian lynx hunts a more varied menu, including birds, rodents, and even larger mammals like deer. In some parts of its range, it's considered the top predator, outmatched only by wolves or bears. The Eurasian lynx roams throughout northern, central, and eastern Europe, into Russia and Central Asia. In the dense Carpathian forests of Eastern Europe, it thrives in the shadows, avoiding roads, villages, and even humans whenever possible. That wasn't always easy. Once hunted to near extinction in parts of Europe, it has made a surprising comeback thanks to conservation efforts. In countries like Switzerland, Germany, and the Czech Republic, lynx have been reintroduced into wild areas where they once thrived. These reintroductions are controversial at times, especially with livestock owners, but they've helped return a top predator to the ecosystem, and that's a win for biodiversity. One of the rarest and most endangered cats in the world is the Iberian lynx, native to the Iberian Peninsula, mainly Spain, and a few pockets of southern Portugal. It's smaller than the Eurasian lynx but more colorful, with a distinctive coat spotted like a leopard's and a bright white beard that gives it a regal look. For decades, this lynx teetered on the brink of extinction. Habitat loss, road accidents, and a decline in its primary prey, the European rabbit, nearly wiped it out. In 2002, only about 100 Iberian lynxes remained in the wild. But conservationists didn't give up. Intensive breeding programs, habitat restoration, and rabbit population support have helped bring the Iberian lynx back from the edge. As of the latest counts, there are now over 1,000 individuals in the wild, still fragile, but a hopeful sign that with enough care, even the rarest of wild cats can make a comeback. Let's not forget about the bobcat, the only lynx species that is still found in most of the United States. Technically part of the lynx genus, the bobcat, Lynx rufus, is smaller and less specialized than its relatives. But don't let its size fool you. It's a survivor, adaptable to deserts, forests, swamps, and even suburban edges. With a stubby tail, hence the name bobcat, sharp eyes, and a sly temperament, the bobcat is the embodiment of the American frontier spirit. It's elusive, self-sufficient, and resilient. Bobcats are incredibly resourceful hunters. While they do eat rabbits and rodents like other lynx species, they're not above snatching birds, reptiles, or even carrion. Unlike the Canada lynx, the bobcat doesn't rely on a single food source. That dietary flexibility is one reason it's the most successful of the lynx family, and why it continues to expand into areas where other predators have vanished. Despite their similarities, these four lynx species differ in more than just habitat and diet. Their temperaments vary too. The Canada lynx is shy and elusive, while the bobcat is bolder and more curious. The Eurasian lynx is powerful and silent, and the Iberian lynx is a symbol of fragile wilderness. Each of them, however, carries the same genetic calling: to walk the wild in stealth. Lynxes are not social animals. They live alone, except during mating season or when a mother is raising her kittens. Their territories are large. A male lynx might patrol an area of 100 square miles or more. They mark their range with scent markings and scratches on trees, sending signals to other lynxes to keep their distance. Their breeding season is short, usually in the late winter, and the kittens are born in the spring. The mother hides her young in a den made from hollow logs, caves, or thick brush. The kittens are completely reliant on their mother for food and warmth for the first few weeks because they are blind and helpless. As they grow, they learn to hunt by watching and imitating her. By fall, they're ready to strike out on their own. In mythology and folklore, lynxes hold a powerful place. Native American tribes often saw the lynx as a keeper of secrets and a symbol of the unseen world. In some stories, the lynx could see through lies or uncover hidden truths. Its sharp eyes and silent movement made it an ideal symbol for intuition, wisdom, and mystery. In Norse mythology, the goddess Freya was said to travel in a chariot drawn by lynxes, further linking the cat to femininity, power, and wild nature. Even in modern pop culture, the lynx remains a quiet icon. It appears in environmental campaigns, mascots, and logos. Schools, sports teams, and wilderness protection groups use the lynx's image to evoke strength and independence. Its name has been borrowed by software, video games, and clothing brands, all drawn to the idea of something stealthy, strong, and sleek. But not everything is perfect for the lynx. Habitat destruction, climate change, hunting, and trapping still pose threats, especially